Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going under the hood of one of the biggest social machines on the entire planet. We are peeling back the curtain on the absolutely massive engineering feat that is Instagram.
So let's just start with the core challenge, the big question that Instagram's engineers have to solve every single second. It's not just about showing you a photo. It's about finding the perfect photo, the perfect video or reel from an ocean of content and getting it onto your screen before you can even blink. I mean, how is that even possible?
To answer that, we're basically going to build the Instagram machine from the ground up, layer by layer. First, we'll look at the digital foundation, where all that data actually lives. Then, we'll check out the delivery system that gets it to your screens so fast. After that, we're diving into the intelligence layer, the AI that makes sense of it all. And finally, we'll see how this all comes together to curate your own personal reality inside the app.
Okay, let's start at the deepest level, the data itself. Every single post, every like, every comment has to live somewhere. And when you're talking about Instagram's scale, that is a truly monumental storage problem.
So, to store all that data, they don't just build one impossibly huge database. That would be a disaster. Instead, they use this really clever system called logical sharding. The best way to think about it is this. Instead of one giant, chaotic library, they divide all the books, or in this case, posts, into thousands of smaller, neatly organized rooms. It's what makes the whole thing manageable, and more importantly, easy to scale up.
Okay, so storing the data is one thing, but if a post is in, say, room number 5832, how on earth do you find it instantly? You can't have a librarian running around checking every single room, right? That would be way too slow.
The solution is it's really ingenious. Every single piece of content gets its own unique ID. But this isn't just some random number, it's a smart address. It's basically a map that tells the system exactly where to go find what it's looking for.
And here's where it gets really clever. The idea itself is this little masterpiece of engineering. A big chunk of it is the exact time of creation, which means everything is sortable by date right out of the box. But crucially, it also includes that logical shard ID, the room number. So the ID itself literally tells the system where to find the data. This completely eliminates the need for a separate lookup service, which is a brilliant efficiency hack that saves precious milliseconds.
But what about the social fabric of Instagram? All the likes, the follows, the shares? To handle that absolute blizzard of interactions, Instagram uses a massive in-memory caching system called Tau. Think of it like a super-fast, short-term memory that holds all the recent social connections, and it handles over 10 billion requests per second. It's just staggering. This ensures the most relevant data is always ready to go in an instant.
But to get that kind of incredible speed, a critical engineering trade-off has to be made. See, you can't have it all. When you're operating at a global scale, you have to choose. Do you want to be perfectly up-to-date everywhere all the time? Or do you want to be ridiculously fast?
And this slide illustrates that trade-off perfectly. Instagram chooses something called eventual consistency. What does that mean? Well, it means, for a fraction of a second, the like count you see in Tokyo might be slightly different from the count someone sees in New York. But in exchange for that tiny, temporary inconsistency, the app feels mind-bendingly fast for everyone everywhere. It's a small price to pay for that super smooth experience.
So, we've got the data and we know how to find it in a flash. But how does it get from Instagram servers all the way to your phone without you noticing any delay at all? Well, that brings us to the delivery system.
The secret here is a really clever trick that happens right on your phone. The app is constantly trying to predict what you're going to do next. It uses aggressive prefetching, which is just a fancy way of saying it's already downloading the next story or the next reel while you're still watching the current one. This is why the app feels so snappy and instantaneous. A lot of the time, the content is already on your device before you even ask for it. It's a simple idea that has a massive impact.
Okay, so here's the crucial point. We have billions of items stored and a super fast way to deliver them. But how does Instagram sift through all of that to find the few dozen posts that will actually matter to you? This is where the real magic happens, the intelligence layer.
Look, it's just impossible to analyze every single post for every single user in real time. So instead, the system uses a multi-stage funnel, kind of like panning for gold. It starts with millions of items, and in the first step, it quickly retrieves about 1,000 likely candidates. Then it filters that down to 500 with a simple model, and only then does it unleash a really powerful neural network to deeply score and rank the best of the best, before one final check.
So that first really crucial filtering step is powered by something called a two-tower model. You can picture it like this. One tower is a neural network that becomes an expert on you, your interests, your history, your behavior. The other tower becomes an expert on the content itself. The model's only job is to find the content whose taste profile is the closest possible match to your own.
Okay, for the final piece of the puzzle, let's look at how this incredibly powerful engine is tuned differently for each part of the app. Because your main feed, the Explore page, and Reels, they don't have the same goals, so they definitely don't use the same rules.
Your main feed? That's all about your personal network. The algorithm's #1 goal is to show you the best and most recent stuff from the people you already interact with and seem to care about. It's constantly predicting what you'll find most interesting from your existing connections. It's basically a personalized highlight reel of your social circle.
But Explore has a totally different mission: discovery. Its single most important rule is to only show you content from accounts you don't already follow. It looks at the kinds of things you've liked in the past, and then scours the entire platform to find similar posts, all to help you discover new creators and new interests.
And Reels? Reels is a different beast entirely. Its algorithm is intensely focused on just one thing: predicting what will keep you watching. It doesn't just care if you'll watch, but how long you'll watch. It's also looking for signals of viral potential, like whether you're likely to use the audio in your own reel or share it with others off the app.
So, when you put it all together, the entire system is built on this series of brilliant trade-offs. You've got self-locating IDs and eventual consistency that prioritize speed above all else. You've got multi-stage funnels that make personalized ranking possible at an impossible scale. And you've got these tailored algorithms that make sure each part of the app feels perfectly tuned for exactly what it's trying to do.
And that leaves us with one final thought. The same incredible engineering that creates this magical, seamless user experience also builds a perfectly tailored filter bubble around each and every one of us. It's a system that is literally designed to show you more of what it thinks you want to see. And the question that leaves us with is, what lies outside of that bubble?